Hey Nina, did you even see this? Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south, more specifically Orlando, Florida. And even more specifically than that, I'm in front of the Skeleton Museum, the Museum of Osteology. I can't say that word very well, so we're gonna call this, I'm gonna rename it right now. We're gonna call this the Skeletorium. So normally I visit taxidermy museums. I've been to countless taxidermy museums where they preserve the skin of animals, but here they preserve the other part of animals, the inside, not the guts, but the hard parts that are inside, the skeletons. So we're gonna take a look at the Skeletorium. Follow me. Now this is how you start out a skeleton museum. The human skeleton doing a yoga pose. Very good. It's good that you're still working on, maintaining your body, even though it is just bones. Lady up front was actually telling me that all the skeletons here were animals from zoos and things like that that died from natural causes. So no one was shot, no one was murdered in order to be in this museum. The humans were not murdered, they were given from body donor programs. Now here is a little taxidermy. We got a cheetah, I think, next to a cheetah skeleton. Who do you think would win in a fight? A meat cheetah or a bone cheetah? I really love that. Skeleton riding a horse. The bone man riding the bone horse. The pale rider, if you will. Yeah, it's got a little too much dramatic there. Any bones? This wall of caveman skulls. Some of my close ancestors. Oh my goodness. That is the cutest skeleton I've ever seen. Anyone else think it would be terrifying to be attacked by a pack of monkey skeletons? No offense, lowland gorilla, but woo, that skull cavity is not large. Here's the legit skeleton of a hunchback, and I'm not trying to use that as an offensive term. They actually use it in the placard there. Some more human bones over here. Have a dwarf skeleton, achoplastic dwarf. Anyone can say that, I can't, but it's a genuine dwarf skeleton. This is interesting. These are some bones that have been reinforced with metal through surgery. There's a hip joint replacement, an artificial knee. Kind of neat to see that, like robo-humans. I don't know if there are many things as sad as a hedgehog with rickets. Look at that poor turtle. Lived his life stuck in a six-pack holder. Here's some mutant bones. Got our two-headed calf head there, and there's a full two-headed calf skeleton. So some other deformities from these calves. A cyclops calf right there. Hydrocephalic calf. Of course, if you run a skeleton museum, you can't have a bunch of rotten meat all over your bones. That's where the flesh-eating beetles come in. Check out these guys mowing down on some dirty skulls. They're having the time of their life. They're doing their job. This is a perfect symbiotic relationship. Bones, 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 bones. You guys know what that is, right? Do ya? That is an American possum. Now, I admit, I did not know that platypus eggs were that small. I also didn't know that their skeletons look like space monsters. Here's bats mixed in with bone bats. Again, sometimes removing the skin makes something all the more terrifying. There's some vicious carnivores. I love that the coyote skeleton is posed in that classic howl mode. Pretty fascinating over here. We have, these are all dog skulls, so we all know that dogs are all the same species, but You know, there's so much variety, so many different shapes, sizes. There's a little Shih Tzu skull. Again, looks like a space alien. Look at the English Bulldog skull right there. And then there's a little Chihuahua right there. Ooh, here's the bear section. This one's standing up. Some rodent skeletons. There's a fox squirrel right there. What else do we got down here? Oh, check this out. That little skeleton groundhog. He's eating a walnut. He doesn't even care that he doesn't have a digestive system. Now, one thing that fascinates me about skeletons is that virtually all mammals have pretty much the same skeletons, the same bones. They're just rearranged in different way and they're different sizes. For instance, this is a seal right here. As you see, you know, he has an arm, he has 5 fingers, then he has 2 individual legs, even though you wouldn't notice that he had legs from the outside appearance. He's got a very, very small pelvis, so all the same bones a human would have, just different sizes and variations. I think this is the most relaxed looking skeleton I've ever seen. What's this guy doing? Oh, that's a skunk. He's spraying bone stink on you. There's a raccoon. He's eating a fish. I guess the bone raccoon eats bone fish. Wonder if he likes bonefish grill. See what I'm saying about mammals all having the same amount of bones, the same type of bones? Just look at a giraffe. They have the same number of vertebrae that humans do. They're just, you know, their neck is longer than a human body, but the very same number of bones in their neck. I like turtles. Uh-oh, this no good black bear is eating a picnic basket. And this raccoon is eating his real favorite food, garbage. And here's one of my favorite Floridian creatures, the manatee. It's actually got a very interesting shaped skull. Look at this tiny little baby manatee. All right, here we are on the ranch. Confusingly, these skeleton chickens have given birth to flesh chicks, and then we have this stubborn old goat being lassoed by the skeleton farmer. You know, someday I want to be in a museum as a skeleton cowboy. Here's an animal called the pink fairy armadillo. Got some terrifying bird skeletons here. Ah, Toucan Sam, what have they done to you? Now here's my personal section. They have a centaur, a genuine, actual centaur. Only the second real centaur that I've ever seen. Then here's the skull of a Gigantopithecus, which some believe to be the modern Sasquatch. I do remember reading this in a book as a kid, the elephant skull. People found the elephant skull and they saw that hole right there, which would be the trunk, where the trunk would come out, but they thought that was an eye hole, and that's where the legend of the Cyclops was created. Here we have some super creepy ritual skulls. So I guess this is what you're supposed to do with this. Well, when in Rome. Oh! A tooth caught me in the scalp. That was unpleasant. Skulls, 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 skulls. Ah, tiger head. Look at this owl head. What's going on there? Can't sneak up on an owl. The bone box. You can actually order and get a bone box every month. It'll show up at your house with a different skull. A different skull a month. The Skull a Month Club. So the Skeletorium, a truly fascinating stop here in Orlando. You know, I'm always a little nervous with bone-based museums where there must be just a bunch of old bones in there, but they spiced it up. They made it interesting. I definitely would say that is worth a stop if you're over here in the Orlando area. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. If you'd like to support the channel, I've got some t-shirts. That link's down in the description. Also, if you'd like to donate $3 or more a month, I'd be happy to send you postcards while I'm out on my journey. Check that out. That link is down below as well. But for now, this one's in the bag of bones.